Should we get to these awards? We have cakes to deliver.
Yes, let's go ahead and bring out. We need to have a bun cake.
A bundt cake?
A pun cake.
A pancake.
Like pun.
Oh, pun cake.
Like bread, but pun.
No.
No.
All right. I'll let you pick the first category.
I was reading something about Randy Orton. Sorry.
Was he shooting into the bag?
No, he was talking about how. Let me delete these other anime from here while I do that. He was talking about how he misses Daniel Bryan and he wishes Daniel Bryan was still in WWE.
Oh, too bad.
Nope, I'm sure Daniel Bryan doesn't want to fucking be there. That's for goddamn sure.
Well, because he wants to bleed.
He wants to fucking bleed all over, everywhere.
Yep.
Wait, let me pull up my fucking list. I'm over here looking at the stuff.
The only one we're not doing is best music anime because we didn't watch any music based.
I mean, we can. We're not gonna do best over because there was only one over we saw.
Well, no, the OVA is for the year. We're not doing season.
Yeah, I'm like, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm talking about like
I made a
genre,
unrelated
genre.
Unrelated to this. When I was reading through the seasonals for summer, there's a few musical anime, and I put a couple on there. I was like, you know what, I want to watch a musical anime, so I put a couple on there to watch. So we'll see in the summer. Right, yeah. But we'll get to that.
Yeah, but there wasn't any in winter that we saw.
Correct. Let's go with. Do you want to go with a big one or a small one?
We're gonna start small.
Start small. Let's go with best OP.
Best OP. We'll give it the Blondie.
The Blondie cake.
Yep. I gave this to Attack on Titan.
I didn't even listen to it, so I don't know.
I don't watch the show, but Rumbling is great. It's a great song.
Mm-hmm.
I can't deny that. So that's the only word it's getting.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right. What was yours? Who's getting the Blondie?
Requiem of the Rose King.
Wow. Okay.
I like the Requiem song. It reminds me a lot of not a lot, but it reminds me a little bit of Moriarty, and I love the Moriarty songs.
Very good. All right.
I'm sure there's probably others if I had actually paid attention, but I heard the Requiem one when I was watching Requiem last week, and I was like, this really hits. I really feel something because I really feel for the show. So
right.
I put that.
All right. Now let's do ED. Let's give it the Boston cream pie.
No, we got to give the etchy one. We got to do etchy.
Okay, that'll be etchy. Oh, fine. The Boston cream pie will be the etchy.
Yes, Boston. Anything cream pie has to be fucking etchy.
Okay, Boston cream pie is etchy.
Not gonna eat pie. Sorry.
All right. What was your etchy? What was etchy for you?
I mean, there's only one we watched, right? Fucking World's End Harem.
Well,
what was the second one?
I was gonna say Dress Up Darling.
But
there was a lot more etchy stuff.
You know why I put fucking World's End Harem? Because I actually went online and watched the uncensored versions.
Well, I didn't.
So I got my full Opie and whatnot. And
I didn't do that.
I went Opies and Oshitties. So
actually, hold on. Can you pause recording?
Can I?
All righty. Okay. Now we're going to do the ED Awards.
Yes.
All right. What?
You know what? I wanted. Speaking of etchy, you know what? Let's go to our biggest disappointment before we do ED.
Okay. Yeah. The Christmas cake. As always, our disappointment.
Yes.
It was World's End Harem.
Agreed. Speaking of etchy, it was World's End Harem. How fucking good.
Yeah, I gave it to Dress Up because it wasn't censored.
That's totally fair.
Yeah, like it technically wasn't like they added a lot of etchy.
Even though it wasn't etchy, it was etchy.
Like more than it needed to be.
Agreed.
But if I had to pick between the two, yeah, I'm not picking the one that was a black screen. It's the principle of the matter.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, but yeah, that and then the fucking guy at the end. When he got aged and then fucked up.
Yeah, that's really fucking awkward. I agree.
Agreed. So you get the Christmas cake. I hope it gets shoved down your throat if we don't see you again.
Now let's do ED.
All right, the brownie, because the Blondie was the OP. We'll give the brownie. Who's getting the brownie?
Love is Kill.
All right. I didn't hear that one.
It's pretty good.
Nice. All right. I'll give that a look. I picked the Demon Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that one better than the OP.
Fair enough.
It was hard to deny that, especially the visuals of it during the sequence.
Hmm.
All right. All right. Best original. We only had one. So we'll give it the Charlotte Cake. It was the only one we saw was Tokyo 24th.
24th.
So it won by default.
Mm.
Congrats. Go away. What?
I said, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. And now we're gonna do adaptation. The coffee cake.
The coffee cake.
What was your adaptation?
Demon Slayer.
Yep, that's what I got too.
I mean, was there ever another option?
No, they did this. They did this very well.
Too well.
Yeah, kill it.
Too well.
Too well. But alrighty, you pick the next one.
So let's just go down the list. Let's do waifu.
Oh, these are the new categories, folks.
Oh yeah,
we added a couple. We got waifu and husbando. They might not be best boy or girl, but they're best in terms of data material. Waifu, husbando material. You said waifu first, right?
Waifu, you go. It's your waifu.
The gooey butter cake.
Oh, that was a pop.
That was a pop.
That's a pop.
Nim from Genius Prince.
You know, I gave her something else.
Nah, I thought she was great, and she's attractive.
She is.
Both sides. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Who was your waifu?
I gave it to Marin.
Oh, okay.
I gave it to Marin because at the end of the day,
don't tell Angel though.
Don't tell Angel. No, but at the end of the day, what are Marin's best qualities? Like, she's supportive. She's fucking what's it called?
Passionate about
passionate.
herself.
She's a dope friend. You know what I mean? Like, she herself is wholesome.
Yeah,
I would say.
I agree.
So yeah, I gave it to her.
All right, now the husbando. Yes, we're getting the mango cake.
Mango cake.
Who was your husbando?
I gave it to Reito. Dude, he could have fucked the entire planet. And he's like, no, I love Arisa. I want to be with Arisa.
Wow, okay.
The end. That's all.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, bro. Like, loyalty to the end, Mike, bro. Loyalty to the end. You get the husbando award because, bro, what wife wouldn't want a husband like that?
Bro.
Because, bro, it's a swerve.
Yeah. Well, he ain't gonna fuck you anytime soon. Well, you know who will? This is my husbando. Tengen.
Oh, we took two different meanings of the word husbando, clearly.
Yeah, well, he'll love you unconditionally if you're married. He loves all three of his wives equally. He's great.
That's wild.
Get a husband like him. Yeah, and again, Polly's cool, people. Don't worry. Shut up. He's got to do it right. I'm gonna throw in my swerves. These two categories I'm adding right now.
Oh, adding right now.
Right now.
What are they?
Protagonist and antagonist.
Oh, Jesus, I didn't even think about those.
I did until just now. We'll do protagonists. I'm gonna do that real quick. I'll talk while you think about it.
Okay.
Alrighty. He's getting the plum cake. Tanjiro. He's not best boy, but just as a protagonist of how he is, just goddamn. Like saving all these people while he's getting his ass whooped.
Yep.
Yeah, and he does all this, like doing that, helping his sister, like to calm down before going on his rampage.
Yeah.
He's just that kind soul.
Yeah, I see that.
Like, yeah, he's you would say Rengoku, but it's Tanjiro.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Who was yours?
I'm gonna give it to Richardo.
Richard. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna give it to Richard.
I'm mixed up if I want to put it as a protagonist or antagonist.
He is a protagonist because at the end of the day, the whole series revolves around him. And at the end of the day, even though he plays parts in his own suffering, there's so much other stuff that's beyond him that he goes through. And I feel that when you watch him as a protagonist, the show does a really good job of giving that protag sympathy. We do sympathize with Richard. We do sympathize with this struggle, and we laughed at the joke that Angel's like, "Oh, this should have been called Who Wants to Fuck Richard," but just the way that everything is built through all the different various aspects of the story, it makes Richardo one of the fucking most compelling characters by far this season across the entire anime spectrum. And so I'll give it to Richardo.
All right, now the devil cake, the antagonist.
Go ahead.
Yoenda.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Yeah, it's a 2020 anime, but he came in 22. He came in this part. So it counts.
Yeah.
And holy crap.
Holy balls, Batman. Let me add these. Best protagonist.
We talked about in the last couple episodes of why we like him and just how engaging he is, especially with all of his monologues.
They all made sense. And I'm not the most religious person, but I'm not atheist in any way, shape, or form. And it's blasphemous, all the things he said, and it made sense. That was fucking nuts.
It's like, you just wanted to listen to him.
Yeah.
And again, I loved all this. Even if people did not like the show still, which I could wholeheartedly agree with, it's hard to deny him.
Yeah.
If there's a different anime involving him in this, it would have been perfect. He would have been perfect in it.
Yeah.
I just like, and the voice actor for him was top notch. Like I couldn't see anyone else voicing him.
Yeah, no, it was great. And I love, he's my favorite voice actor.
Oh yeah, 100%.
He is my favorite voice actor. That guy does so many good roles. So many good roles. So many critical roles too. He's a very critical voice actor. For sure.
The voice fits with especially in this villain. It's disturbing.
The tone. It's the tone in which he gives the delivery of the monologue that makes it all the more compelling.
Even just saying creature. Exactly, just all of that. Just
the creature.
Like he thought his beliefs were ideal. These are scientific facts.
He applied science to religion, and it made sense.
And it turned out he was practically right when everything ended.
So nuts, dude. So damn nuts.
Like if he heard this in real life, we would all think he was crazy.
Well, not everyone would think.
But I would think a good time people will think he's a lunatic.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part. That part of it.
No, you ain't lie. You ain't fucking lie.
Yeah, so he gets that devil cake respectfully.
Yeah.
All right, opera cake. Best soundtracks, OST.
Do we have a soundtrack, or was it? I put best musical score.
That's one I'm considering the soundtrack, like the insert songs.
Okay, well then scores. You want to change it to soundtrack then?
Yeah, we'll do soundtrack.
I'll delete it and make soundtrack, and then we'll do best music. Oh no, I did put best music anime. I put NA.
Yeah.
Okay. What did you give it?
I gave it to Vanitas.
Okay.
I thought the scores were excellent, especially during the last few episodes. Like it fit the emotion of what was going on. Like it fit. That's the type of music I want in like.
Yeah.
Whether it's instrumental or lyrical, like those insert songs, it's great. This fit. What was yours?
Sure. 24th award.
You know that was actually close. I thought about it for a bit.
I gave it the 24th award.
That's fair. That I have no issue with.
I dug it.
That's right.
Let's go with Cupcake.
All right, who's getting the cupcake? What's the category?
Best duo.
Okay, I gave mine to Vanitas and Noah again. They got it in summer, they're getting it again. The dynamic still has not changed. It's still excellent. So if you see me, if you've heard me talking about it, why I like them in the beginning and why I like them now in a more serious and dramatic aspect, and just a little bit more comedy from the first part, it fit. Now you,
Sasaki and Miyano.
They're
a duo.
They're a couple. Come on.
I gave them a duo, bro.
All right. I was they were a couple, not friends.
No, like they became a couple at the end, and although there were feelings that were shared, they started off as homies, and they were great homies. They were attached at the hip. That was my thought process.
All right, fine. I will give it to you.
It was either that, or I was gonna give it to fucking Daki and Gyotaro.
Hell, you could have given it to Martin and Gojo because they don't date.
Yeah. You want to just get best couple out the way? You might as well get best couple out the way next.
Fine. The Angel Cake.
Angel Cake. I gave it to fucking Martin and Gojo because they don't date, but
yeah. I gave it to Saki Miyano. they at least did it.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so suck it.
You got a point. That's fair.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I thought.
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm gonna say, if you're gonna give it to them and they don't date, and you give Saki as a couple, what the shit?
It's a swerve, bro. Oh God, I got nothing. You're absolutely right. You
just didn't want to give it to them. It's okay.
I just wanted to give it to fucking Marin and Gojo because I felt the most with them.
You felt compelled to give it to them.
I truly felt compelled, in all sincerity, to give it to them.
All right. Well, all right. I'll get that. I'll let it slide for the season.
All right. Let's do supporting boy.
Okay. This one is going to be a bit of a. You probably don't expect it. Taiga.
What cake is this?
Oh, we'll give it the butter cake.
Butter cake. Okay. Taiga from Sasaki Miyano.
Yep.
Okay.
I liked him in this.
Yeah.
He was a great friend to Sasaki.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was what he needed, like the push that he needed to go.
Yeah.
So again, he's a cool character. All of them were good, but he's the one that stood out in the supporting wise. I would have picked the president. But I think this Taiga a little bit more. Who's your supporting boy?
I couldn't pick one boy.
You couldn't pick one.
I picked all the senpais. I picked them all because they were fucking great. Every senpai was fucking useful. They were integral. They were so integral in them getting together.
Oh my God.
I picked them all. I literally picked senpais in Sasaki and Miyano. I gave them all. So every senpai.
Misato, Taiga, Kurosawa, Jiro.
Gave it to them all.
All right. Oh, okay. But if you had to pick one that was better, though, who would you pick?
Who is the president?
Oh, so Misato. Okay.
I would give it to the president out of them all.
Alrighty.
Because as someone who's not, what's it called? Who's not gay, just listening to him and Miyano have that conversation at the end was my favorite part of the entire series. That struck such a chord with me. Yeah. And I don't know. That really, really was like, wow, damn, that hit me in the feels. Like I didn't cry, I didn't get emotional, but just that hit me in me in the feels.
Like it's just sad.
It is. I felt so upset watching that without being physically upset.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, I would give it to the president if I were to pick all the senpais. If I would pick one senpai, but I gave it to all the senpais.
All righty. That's fair. All right. Yeah. The strawberry shortcake supporting girl. Who would you give it to?
Nim.
Okay. No.
I gave it to Nim. She is without Nim. Wayne isn't nearly the man that he is.
Yeah, he would have been. He would have been screwed a lot sooner.
He would have been screwed a lot sooner or a lot deeper. That's what she said.
That's right. Hell, she got mad when someone talked down on Wayne.
Yeah, she defended him, and then she was upset. Like when he woke up from his little coma, she was upset, crying. Don't you ever do that? Don't overwork yourself. I want you to be alive for many years to come. That was really, really nice of her.
And they were my runner-up for duo.
You know what? I probably should have put them.
Just how they protected each other.
I could have put them as duo.
Whenever someone insulted Nim, he got to the point where he would kill them.
I could have. You know what? I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to make them my duo instead of Sasaki and Miyano.
All right, that's fair.
I'm going to make them my pick.
Yeah, they definitely would have for me. But again, I watched the videos to know. But this was so close.
Best duo, Nim/Wayne. There.
It was great.
Change pick.
I picked Jenna from Vanitas.
Man, this is the Vanitas fucking Stan Awards, isn't it?
No. Like it's fucking summer 21.
Jesus Christ, bananas fool.
Yeah, it didn't lose a beat.
Oh my god.
It improved.
Hey.
And we got more development on Jenna, and I love her. God damn. She could have been waifu. We saw this more the sweet side of her, the bubbly side, but also her background, like her parents being killed just because she didn't follow in an order.
Yeah.
It's like, holy crap. The kiss she shared with Vanitas, helping Vanitas from being sick.
Yeah.
It was a drastic improvement, and I love it.
I get it, Brody.
All right. Let's get to the genres.
Are we missing anything else? Well, we're missing best boy and best girl.
We're gonna say that near the end.
Okay. I mean,
yeah, well, boy, girl, and couple. Well, we did couple.
I think we did couple. That's why I said we should just do best boy and best girl, and then just finish off with the genres.
Okay. All righty.
Normally we say these for the end, but you know.
Okay. Let's go.
Let's do best fight as the final one. Or no, best anime has to be the final one.
Animation, you mean?
No, best anime. So we'll do.
Well, best anime we do with our countdown.
Oh yeah.
No point in saying it twice.
Yeah. So let's do. I want to finish with best fight.
We'll finish with best fight,
and then we'll do animation second to last.
All right, Mooncake, best girl.
Who did I give it to? I gave it to Marin.
So did I.
That's easy enough.
We already said why. Again, she's passionate. She's very supportive. Yes. She's that friend you want.
Yes, she was adorable. Best boy, what cake?
All right, the pancake.
Pancake.
Who do you give it to?
Miyano. You gave it to Miyano too?
I gave it to Sasaki.
You son of a bitch.
I really gave it to Sasaki. Holy shit.
Really gave it to Miyano.
Oh my god.
I'm not giving it to someone who fucking realized after the fact, like, wow, I was really pushing and aggressive. Like, I put my hands on him when I probably shouldn't have. I wanted to kiss him. I almost forced a kiss on him. I'm not going to give him best boy because of that, bro.
No, I gave it to the fact that he learned.
He
was learning.
I gave it to Miyano because he was such a great character throughout the entire series. He went from innocent to curious to accepting. He went through all the stages of thing. Like chill, curious, accepting, wanting it, and getting it. Like he went through all the stages of that, and throughout that, he was still a great homie to all of his friends. He was still a great student, great everything, dude. Like he was very, very enthralling as the bi-curious character that he is. You know what I mean?
Right. No, that's right. That's fair.
So I don't know. In terms of all the boys I could think of, out of the list, none of the other guys. I mean, it's easy to give it to fucking Tanjiro. You know what I mean?
But again, he's more a protagonist than someone that's like a best boy.
Yeah, like it was either I was going to give it to Miyano or I was going to give it to Gojo.
Yeah, Gojo was someone I thought about, and so was Miyano.
I gave it to Miyano, and you gave it to Sasaki. All right.
Yeah, well, it works.
It works. Sasaki gets the love anyway.
Yes, exactly. There we go. Okay, now we're gonna do the genres.
We started off with best disappointment, so let's do best surprise.
Okay, let's give this the sheets cake.
Sheets cake?
It's the cake baked in a large layer. It's like those birthday cakes, kind of like that's like layered.
Okay.
What was your surprise?
I talked about it enough times. Requiem.
Mine was Dressed Up Darling.
No,
because I thought nothing of it when I put it on my list. Because again, and no one expected it to be this popular. I think
no one did. I can agree with that.
So that's why it was a shock of out of nowhere. Everyone's talking about it after the first episode,
and it's highly rated as well. I agree.
Yeah, like it beat. in an anime trend, they announced the wars. It beat Attack on Titan and Demon Slayer
Did you
by like
that?
by like 15,000.
Did you fucking tell the guys that?
Nope.
Do it. Do it.
I'll share in the group later. But
Yes.
they won by like this high margin.
Yeah.
It's like holy shit. And
Yeah,
it kept
yeah.
that first place for like 7 weeks in a row.
Yeah, it was always in the top 3. Every single episode was in the top 3
Yeah.
throughout
It definitely did. Yeah, I think
won a couple times, had 2 a couple times, had 3 maybe a couple times, but
yeah, I just thought of it as another generic ecchi rom-com, but just with cosplay. But I was thankfully proven wrong.
yeah. No, I get that.
With everything about it.
I get that. I chose Requiem because it's not going to get a lot of love. It's only got 52% on Analyst, which is atrocious by its standards. Because I didn't expect to love it as much as I did. It is my most enthralling anime. I am most like curious and like wow, like what's next? Like out of all the animes I saw, that one besides Demon Slayer. That one was the one that was just like, what's next? Oh my God, this is fascinating. Shakespeare is, it depends on who you speak to. If you like literature and you like historical, aspects of England and in general, that type of time frame, Shakespeare is a wildly fascinating thing to embrace yourself in, or envelop yourself in, I should say. Envelop yourself in. But the way that they did it, this is obviously, again, meant for a Japanese crowd. The original is in Japanese. It is something that really, if you're not going to get British actors saying fucking Shakespeare, you might as well watch it in Japanese.
Yeah.
The way that everything is done about it is really, really stupendous. The only thing that we can complain about is the animation with faces. That's literally, I think, the only thing that I can complain about. Anybody can really complain about, unless you just don't like the content, in which case that's on you. But I find it enthralling. This is very, very captivating. I'm very captivated by this, and I didn't expect that. I thought like, all right, well, it's Shakespeare. It ought to be interesting, right? So I was like, fuck it, I'll give it a try. And goddamn, am I happy? I fucking did. It is one of my favorites. It is one of the most unique anime out of the 252 titles and counting that I've seen. It is one of the most unique anime that I have seen, truthfully, and I love it. And I can't wait to see this second core. I cannot wait. I didn't rate it yet, but that first 12 episodes, I would give it a 5. Okay. I would give it a 5 if I were to rate the first 12 episodes only on that alone. It's a 5.
All righty. Very good. All right. Now we're gonna get to the genres. Sun Cake. What genre we want to give it to?
Comedy?
Yeah. Screw it. Let's give it a comedy.
It's either going to be comedy or it's going to be adventure.
You know what? We'll give it to adventure.
Adventure. Who'd you go?
All right. What was your adventure?
Realist Hero.
Okay. I actually gave it to Shenmue.
Isn't it adventure?
Yeah, action adventure.
I didn't give Shenmue any awards.
That's the only one it's gonna get.
I didn't give any awards. Nothing wrong with it. It just
you still get that sense of adventure of his growth, trying to become this best martial artist while trying to basically find out about.
It's incomplete, and it's tough.
We still got it's 75% done.
It's not really gonna do much for me. That's fair. That's fair. I guess that's fine.
Okay. All right. Sci-fi. I think it's going to be unanimous. It'll get the Ube cake. Tokyo.
Yes. Same.
Yeah.
24th word.
Because it was either that or Doll's Frontline.
Anyway, moving on.
Moving on. Okay. Wine cake.
Wine cake?
Yes, wine cake. Let's give this to a comedy.
Genius Prince.
Okay, I actually gave this a Dress Up Darling.
That's fair.
Mostly because of Gojo.
I gave this mostly because of Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne's great too.
Yeah, I gave comedy to Genius Prince.
Yeah, no, again, just Gojo's reactions to I bet it's something like cute and all this. And
it's just succubuses.
No, or just I bet she wants to dress up as this cute girl from the game. I want to dress up as a guy. It's like, what?
Right.
Just out of nowhere, the straight face of, huh?
Bro, Yo, when Gojo finally fucks Marin, it's gonna be incredible.
Yep.
I would imagine.
What? Maybe when they graduate.
Maybe.
Maybe when they're. But yeah, it's hard.
Gojo-kun. Gojo-kun.
Yeah, but yeah, it's also hard to deny the comedy of Genius Prince as well.
It is. It's solidly funny. Like it gave me. It felt more adult humor-esque, and I really enjoy adult humor now, especially after Uramichi. Like that's kind of my standard of comedy.
Also, Wayne is the ideal person. We just don't want to work anymore. So and go far away.
He's a spirit animal. Wayne is a spirit animal.
Yeah, like I get it.
You and me both.
Yeah, like oh my god.
You and me both.
Yeah. Okay. All right. The spice cake. We are going to give this to fantasy.
Realist hero.
I gave it to Genius Prince.
Okay.
Because this Vol Genius Prince is better.
I didn't.
Like, well, okay.
Not by much, but I put Realist above Genius. It was very close to him.
Well, I was the opposite.
Fair enough.
I felt like I got more out of it.
I don't feel that way.
Well, I was afraid. It took Realist Hero 2 parts, while it took Genius Prince 1 part.
That's fair. I felt more entertained by Genius Prince, but I felt more fulfilled with Realist Hero, given the length and given how much more depth of story there is in Realist Hero.
Right.
And so that's why I put Realist Hero above Genius Prince, if we're going to get into a description of our top 10 later on.
Yeah. Okay, tiramisu. Action. Action.
Is there really is that really
Demon Slayer.
Is that really a question? Moving on.
You know what we did. You know what we're about.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, but we still had to say it.
How many have we gotten the same ones for? Best original.
Original we had no choice. That was the
original was no choice. Supporting what?
Supporting male.
Supporting male.
Antagonist. Disappointment.
Action.
We had action.
I'm sure we're gonna have a couple others. I would imagine.
I thought there was more. Okay.
There is more probably. Let's go with one. I think it probably will be unanimous. Let's go with Supernatural. What cake do you want to give Supernatural?
The Yule log.
The what?
Yule log.
Yule log?
Yes.
Okay.
It's from France.
Okay. I want Platinum in.
So for the thriller?
No, I said Supernatural.
Oh, Supernatural. I gave that to Demon Slayer.
Okay. If you want to do best thriller, I gave it to Platinum in.
Well, I didn't count it, but I gave it to 24 Ford because the mystery part.
I was gonna say mystery.
Mystery thriller. We kind of put them together.
I'm very surprised you didn't give it to Vanitas.
It wasn't really
mystery.
A mystery, no.
Wasn't it your mystery of the season?
It was my Supernatural.
Oh, okay.
But Demon Slayer.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I would have.
Okay. Fair enough.
All right. Slice of life.
Is there really a choice?
Yes.
Really?
Yes. All right. The birthday cake.
I went Dress Up Darling.
I went Akabe Sailor Uniform.
Oh, that's right, because it did win you over.
It did. Yes, it did. Yeah. It did exactly what it needed to, and it excelled at it.
Sure.
It wasn't like her being shy to make friends. She was very much an extrovert.
Yep.
Her personality just won the people over, and I loved the interaction with everyone.
Sure.
And I almost did pick up Dress Up Darling.
To me, there was no choice. It was Dress Up Darling.
Because you didn't watch this, so.
The way you describe it, and I've told you this, I think before, the way you described Akemi, I really don't think I would have. I like shows where I get something out of it, and while I can appreciate how wholesome it is and how beautiful what you showed me so far has been, I don't think I would have gotten a lot. It was like, it's just, I don't like watching shows that are like, it's cute. Like, it's it is what it is. I don't like watching shows that it is what it is. That I've noticed that now. Like that doesn't appeal to me. And I learned that by watching Strongest Sage. Every time I would talk about Strongest Sage, it'd be like, well, it is what it is. Guys OP, faces no problems. And I'm not interested in that anymore, truly. Like, you know what I mean?
I got it.
Like it's gonna be meh. And I'm not saying that I could be as meh.
It's more if the characters are likable, I will watch. I will keep my interest.
That's fine. But if I watched it, I'm sure I would have been complete. I would have not dropped it. I would have been like, this is cool, but it wouldn't have moved the needle for me. It would have just been like, it's there. She's nice. And that's not going to win you any awards really for me or any notice. That's my 2 cents.
All righty. All right. Depression Cake.
Or
drama.
Was there a choice?
Yes.
I went Requiem.
I went with Vanitas. There was a drama, and I got plenty of it.
You get plenty of drama with Requiem, sir.
I know, I did too, but if I had to pick, that was a little overall better.
All right. Yeah, right.
But no, I still loved fucking Requiem. I'm not denying that.
Fair enough.
Okay. We got animation and fight and romance.
Romance was their choice. Oh, there was.
There's a few choices actually. There's a couple.
There's a couple.
That will be the Red Velvets for romance.
I gave it to Dress Up Darling.
I gave it to Sake Miyano.
Fair enough. That was my second choice, clearly.
Yeah, there was romantic enough.
I guess.
I got more of the build-up in the romance of that section.
I enjoyed. Yeah, it's hard because it's like I enjoyed Dress Up Darling more than Sasaki Miyano, but Sasaki Miyano in the purest terms of romance is that.
Yeah, so, that's what I went by.
That's fair. That's fair. I got no problems with that.
Yeah. Okay, now we got
fight
animation. What?
I say yeah, we have fight and animation, so we'll do animation. I went Princess Connect. Now, the easy answer is Demon Slayer. Let's just keep it a fucking 100. It's Demon Slayer.
All right, but let's just push that one out of the way.
I wanted to give another anime some shine, and I gave Princess Connect.
That's what we're gonna do.
I went with Princess Connect because it is, even though I have so many complaints about the story, I have no complaints about the animation. The animation is gorgeous. Did you see the videos? I've sent a couple of videos in the past.
No, I've seen it.
It is gorgeous. This is
the cheesecake. The cheesecake for animation.
Yes, it is stupendously well done. And I don't think it gets enough recognition for the effort that they put into the animation of Princess Connect. They put 1,000 times more effort into the animation than they do the story. But the animation is literally what keeps me going. It kept me going through season 1 because I was like, what the fuck is this? But the animation was like, this is so fucking crisp. The fight scenes were really good. Same thing in season 2. The story got a little bit better, even though it was still not good. But what keeps me attracted to Princess Connect is the animation and the fights. And those are 2 out of the 3 best things you want in any sort of action type of anime. So, hey, that's fine with me. So I gave it the Princess Connect, and just to break up the monotony of giving it to Demon Slayer, because it was obvious Demon Slayer.
But I gave it to Akabe Sailor Uniform. I talked about since the beginning how beautiful it looks.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing. With Demon Slayer, we've seen that type of animation already, except for that penultimate episode. Like, take that out of the way, we saw the same as how it was, and we still loved it.
It's the best animation in anime.
Yeah.
Demon Slayer is by far. Ufotable does the best animation on a single anime that's not movie.
Yeah. Agreed.
Entirety of fucking.
Okay, it's more of like, we've seen the type already, and it's still excellent.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's something that's like completely out of order, unexpected, I gotta give it to them. I gotta get that.
This is one of those, we have to give shine to other anime because of the fact that it should be noted for them. It's obviously noted for Demon Slayer. It's what makes Demon Slayer one of the best fucking anime of any generation, I believe. So yeah.
This is something that will definitely be talked about even when it's over.
For sure.
But if that was out of the way, like I said Akabe, he said Princess Reconnect.
Yes.
Really no way around it.
Agreed.
Alrighty, best fight.
Yes.
Was this?
Was this an option?
Nope.
Daki and Gyutaro versus the Demon Slayer Corp.
Yep, that's the ice cream cake. That there.
Chef's kiss.
What?
Chef's kiss.
Yes, it was très magnifique.
Très magnifique. Oh, mon ami.
Yeah, like no other fight. Because yeah, we didn't see Attack on Titan, so
correct. Yeah, but Daki and Gyutaro versus the Demon Slayer Corp is a better fight than fucking Akaza and Rengoku.
Yeah.
It's a way better fight than fucking Tanjiro and Inosuke versus fucking the fucking pleb that they faced.
Yeah. Or when they fought each other, or just
yeah, like bro, it was
it did everything and then some.
Breathtaking, stunning, dramatic, great.
Especially during the conclusion of it.
Yeah.
Just Tengen coming out of nowhere, one arm still swinging everything around, the screaming of back and forth between Tengen and Gyutaro. Tanjiro's little more sun-breathing Nezuko's transformation.
Everything. When you thought it couldn't hit a higher phase, psych, higher. When you thought they were dead,
going.
Yep. It was like Asta, mara 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 mara.
Yeah, there's this layer after layer.
I'm not done.
Like Daki and Tanjiro first, and then Tengen gets involved, and now Gyutaro's here. Then here comes Zenitsu and Inosuke.
Yeah.
Like, 2-on-1 there, 2-on-1 there.
Yeah. Oh shit, the demons are gonna win. They fucking sliced Inosuke's heart. They fucking sliced off Tengen's arm. They fucking poisoned Inosuke and Tanjiro and Tengen. Like, wow. Like literally.
Even the wives helped.
Yes, even his wives helped. And especially, one of the critical things that I think is underrated in Demon Slayer is after they took out savagely one of the best characters that they had set up until that point with Rengoku, it made everybody feel more vulnerable. And I really appreciate what Angel said when it came to 86 from the standpoint of when you have the element of death that is over an anime and you take that away, it negates a lot of the anime. And so it works in the reverse where you have that element of death and it's so prominent in an anime, it adds to the gravity that you're watching of the events that you're watching on that show. It matters. Everything matters. And obviously common sense would tell you that Tanjiro and Inosuke and fucking Zenitsu stay alive, but we don't know about Tengen. We don't know about fucking a lot of people, you know what I mean? So it's very, very enthralling from that standpoint. And all the peaks that you get, there's no valleys. You just get peak after peak after peak after peak after peak, and it's oh shit, oh my god, what the fuck, holy Christ, like it, stupendous. Talk about stupendous WrestleMania, stupendous anime.
Yep. Alrighty, I think it's time to close it up with our top 10 along with our honorable mentions.
Yes, it's funny, I had exactly 13 anime that I watched.
Yeah, so basically we had to give the honorable mentions by default.
Yeah, well, you watched a little bit more than I did.
I watched a couple more, yeah, but
I didn't include 86 because I rated 86 already, so I didn't include that.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't include Platinum End.
I did.
Well, that's you. You do it differently than I do.
I included Platinum End. I included Shenmue because that's not complete either.
Well, Shenmue is still part of it, so
okay. Yeah, it's
not done.
I did
like we did grade a few that weren't done either. So to be fair,
yeah. Are we going? So we're not going to grade. We're not going to grade Requiem next week or next season.
Because the fact that it's continuing on, I don't do that now. if it was split up, then
yeah.
But I will say, Platinum Man, it got better. Do I still dislike it a bit? Yeah.
It made my top 10.
Yeah, and
based off of what? That's fine. I'll go based off of your rules. I'll take out Platinum End.
Yeah, and like I said, if Rank of the Kings was on here, it would have been number 2.
Okay.
I'm being fair.
I'll take out Platinum End. So I only have two honorable mentions.
Okay, that's all right.
Watch 12
I'll do my one, and then we'll go back and forth.
Okay.
All right, number 3, Land of Leadale. I liked a couple of it. I liked some of the characters, but I just was not expecting another fantasy cozy generic isekai. Yeah, if it was a little different, maybe, but it just wasn't as good as I wanted. Excuse me, as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
But will there be season 2? Probably. Am I gonna watch it? I hold my breath. I mean, it was better than Dell's Frontline. So
this is true.
All right, and now we'll
say you didn't include. I was gonna say then you didn't include Worlds and Harm, right? Because that you watched so many other ones.
It's not on here.
That's fair. I mean, like I said, if you're taking out Platinum End, then yeah, I didn't include Boruto or 86. Yeah, I gave number 12 to Platinum End. I'm sorry, not Platinum End, to Worlds and Harem.
Yep.
Nothing else needs to be said about that. Anyway.
All right. My second one, Tokyo 24th. It was okay. It just there was still missing that ingredient to make it great and for me to like it more. But it wasn't bad.
No. A little bit higher, not a lot, but a little.
Like not like I'm disappointed. It's just I get what they're trying to do. It just didn't.
Side note, real quick. Cloverworks, after the debacle of last year where they had 3 anime and they fucking shitted on 3 of them or on 2 of them, they did 3 anime this season. Tokyo, I think they did Dress Up and Akame. And they didn't. I don't think they struck. They definitely made a hit with Dress Up. They did really well with Akame, and I don't think they struck out with Tokyo, in my opinion.
No,
I think it was a win.
It was definitely better than last year's.
Sure, I think it was a solid win for Cloverworks this time.
Yeah, just keep that up, please.
Right?
Yeah, just don't fuck up anymore. If you do, I'm going to come to your house.
We're going to go to your studio and burn it down. Just kidding.
Yeah. No, because we don't
just kidding.
That safe in Kyoto.
Just kidding. Jordan Disca.
That was a terrible birthday present, by the way.
It really was.
Find out your favorite studio got burnt out.
That's fucked.
That was again on my birthday. Like oh,
happy birthday, motherfucker! No more studio.
Like, that was terrible.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked. I agree, dude. That's pretty fucked.
Oh my god! All right, what was our big honorable mention?
Number 11 honorable mention for me is Strongest Sage. At the end of the day, like as I adjust my mic, sorry for you guys to hear that, but as I was just telling Matthew a few minutes ago, if you're gonna give me a show that's just it is what it is, it's there, that's it. It's not gonna get very high marks. It's fine. It's not egregious. It's not gonna, I'm not gonna fucking drop it, but it's not gonna be compelling enough for me to, put it in a top 10 of anything. So Strongest Sage is my 11. It was what it was. It was okay. Will there be a second season? Probably. Will I watch it? Probably, because if I started an anime, I got to keep it going. But I'm not going to be like, woo!
All right. My number 1 honorable mention, Shenmue. I still have problems, but aside of that, of what they're trying to do, it's not bad. Would I love to watch see it flesh out more? Sure, that I would have ranked it higher, but despite being rushed, it's fine. Sure. I can't complain. I like the action of it.
Sure.
It's still great seeing the characters, especially animated.
Yeah.
So
I dig it.
There we go. Yeah, I dig it. All right, now our actual 10. What was your number 10?
Shenmue.
Okay.
Not too far off from you. I agree with everything you said. When it comes, I as a former martial artist, I am a 3rd degree black belt in Taekwondo, and I do boxing. So I know a little bit about combat sports and combat in general. I like Shenmue. It's definitely different because we don't get a lot of martial arts anime nowadays, or when we do, it's very like a Baki.
Or it's like a tournament type.
Yeah, like a Baki. I mean, to me, my end all be all in terms of that is Kengan Ashura. I love Kengan Ashura. I'm excited for season 2 coming up here, I believe, in fall. It is in fall. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that so much. I love Kengan Ashura. But Shenmue is perfectly fine. I don't have the same attachment to it as you do, so I don't have the same depth of knowledge as you do. If I did, it probably would have gotten a little bit lower. Well, not really, because I didn't watch as many anime as you this season. But yeah, it's perfectly fine. I enjoy it. I can't wait to see the final 4 episodes. I'm intrigued. I have it as a 3 out of 5 right now. I rated it actually after this past week's episode, since we're 3/4 done. I gave it a 3 out of 5. Unless they do something stupendous, I don't see it going above that, and that's not a bad thing. It's just it's fine.
Right. All right. Number 10 for me, Slow Loop. This was the easiest review I had to do.
Yeah.
It did everything. Yeah, fishing. I liked it. Makes me want to go fish. I will say that. Like, I enjoyed it.
Just don't fish in the Long Island Sound because you will get cancer.
Yeah. I ain't going there. But no, it was comfortable. It was relaxing. I liked the characters. There was times where it was funny, times it was cute. It did everything you expected to be in terms of a cozy slice of life, and I got that. So it's hard to knock it for that.
Fair enough.
Number 9,
Tokyo 24th.
Okay, you ranked it a little higher than it. Okay,
I ranked it a little bit higher than you. And you know something? I'm very tempted to put it at 8, but I'll leave it at 9. I had done this about a week and a half ago, so I mean, no, I'm gonna keep it at 9 compared to what my 8 is. I'm gonna keep it at 9. Tokyo 24th is fine for what it is, but what really made it, likable, even more likable, is that tech aspect that I had talked about earlier today, earlier in the episode, I should say. At the end of the day, as someone who's in tech, someone who works with security and is within the pulse of technology, the principality of the questions of privacy and society and what's right and wrong and things of that, and the pulse of how social media and things of that take over, it is very, very interesting. And when they brought that out, that was like it captivated me for that episode. It was like, wow, I understand this. And just the way the story was laid out wasn't the best. The animation was great, loved it. Music was great, loved it. But that story, like you said, it just didn't hit that next gear. It didn't hit the potential it should have, and that's a shame. But it's not a bad anime whatsoever, and I enjoyed it very much. And I'm going to recommend it to friends that are in tech to watch. It's not going to be the greatest thing ever, but if you're in tech and you appreciate tech, you should watch 24th Ward, because it gives you that sense of what the future may be, and puts questions in the mind of, when it said, do you want people to track your phone? And you put no. If you put yes, what would happen? This may happen, and you'll find out 24th Ward what that would be. So, yeah.
All right. Very good. Number 9, Realist Hero Part 2.
Damn. You had it.
It did better because part one was an honorable mention. So the fact that it got on the list this time.
Hey, there you go.
No, it definitely improves. But I feel like there's more, they played it safe in terms of not really doing anything big. It was just more, you're learning more about the world of the kingdom.
Yeah.
That's what we got out of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, some of the characters got fleshed out, especially the king finally in that final episode.
Yeah.
Finding out what happened and everything.
Yeah.
And again, some of the other characters, they weren't seen, like the small ones. Like, yeah, fuck them, I guess.
I think they'll have.
It was mostly
when they bring it back, I assume they'll have greater fucking.
Yeah, it was it was mostly about Soma and the women.
Yeah,
not the sibling, not Poncho, not the strategist.
The strategist a little bit.
Yeah, like here and there, but it was mostly about the wives.
Yeah.
His relationship with them growing.
Haku and John are probably going to be something.
Yeah,
that'll be cool.
I can see it.
Yeah.
All right, number 8,
Princess Connect.
Okay.
It was very close, given how much I like the story of 24th way more than like Princess Connect. But dude, the action and the animation is just so fucking good. How can I not? And as much as I have complaints over the story, there went from the story that I was able to follow. It's not terrible. As I've said before, it's got the potential to be really good. It's just the way they lay it out is just so incoherent, and it makes me upset. But it's still a really solid anime to watch, just in terms of the fighting and the animation. It can be a little bit childish, but that's not a bad thing. That's something that you could probably watch with your children. This is definitely an anime you could probably watch with your children. It's not suggestive at all. It's got furries. Everybody loves furries.
Degenerates.
They love furries. So, yeah, so solid.
Requiem of Rose King.
God damn, man.
It's still great.
Every season we have this where I rate something so high and you're like, it's okay.
No, these are still great.
It's not great. Number 8 isn't fucking great.
Yes.
Great is like top 5. That's great.
It's still good. It's solid. I enjoyed it a lot. I still enjoy these a lot. They're still fine. Calm down. I'm not saying it's cats or anything. It's fine.
I want to hear it's more than fun.
Well, if we had stuff like, Attack on Titan, Takagi-san, or other ones, yeah, it probably would have been a little lower. It could have been to 10. But be grateful I fucking
I mean, other than Attack on Titan, I mean, shit. If Attack on Titan would have been probably number 2 for me.
Hell, we didn't watch Trapsikai. We didn't watch it. I heard it was good.
Oh God.
The Life of an Ordinary Girl Who Got Reincarnated into a Total Fantasy Knockout. I heard that was good, but we did not watch it.
Oh God. All right.
But no.
Trapsikai.
I call it Trapsikai. The guy turned to a girl and she's fucking hot.
Bro, can you imagine if you woke up just one morning and you don't have a dick anymore? You just have a vagina.
I'll go fucking finally.
Finally?
Finally.
Oh, God. Honey, get the strap on. It's my turn now.
No.
Oh, God.
But still, Requiem did stuff really well. I think my issue was more of Richard.
Not
Richard. Like, he wasn't developed as much in the beginning. Like, I cared more about the Edwards of Lancaster and York and the other people and Henry, and until that relationship grew, then Richardo got more interested, and you saw that demented side of him near the end.
Yeah, Hendy.
The Endy. His world crumbling from Henry's the one that killed the dad, or like
Endy had an Endy.
Yes.
Hendy had an Endy.
Endy had a happy Endy.
No, not happy. I had
no. It's in some cultures it's a happy end.
Maybe in Platinum End.
Yeah, because you don't want to deal with them anymore.
Yeah.
All right, 7.
7 was Platinum End before I took it out due to your ideology. So no more Platinum End. So it's gonna be Love of Kill.
Okay.
Love of Kill. This is from here on, by the way. So except for World's End Harm that I gave it 2, 11 through 8 were all 3 out of 5s. 7 on are 4+. So what the fuck? Let you know that your package has arrived, was sent back. This is some bullshit, probably. Arrived on 7/4/2022. Will be, what the fuck is this? I don't know what package. What the hell? All right, whatever.
What the hell?
Probably some fucking spam. I deleted it. I'm not anticipating any of the packages. Fucking Google canceled my order, bastards. Anyway, Love of Kill was at 7. It was a solid rom-com. More, I don't even want to call it com. You can't even call that a com. It was just so much violent, grisly death.
There's humor, but not like
it's not humorous to me. Like, there's some, like, Angel, for example, he loved fucking Love of Kill, because it's adults and it's kind of realistic given the fact that they're assassins in Tokyo, which is, I would say, fairly realistic. But what's it called? What attracted me to the show was the grisly death, the violence, and the using the romance / comedy within that scope is it was pretty good in terms of relief compared to just seeing people get shot in the head and die. But one of the things that's unsung of, and I don't think I mentioned about it when I talked about it earlier during my finale review, is the way the story, well, the key thing that gave it a 4 for me is the way that the story develops. From the moment that the season starts, you see the opening scene where you see a young Chateau and she's in the car asleep and there's a dead guy in the front, and they're like, how the hell did this dead guy get there? And then throughout the different portions of the season, more and more and more and more gets revealed from that memory, until finally we get the entire memory pieced out over like I think 3 out of the last 4 episodes, the entire memory is pieced out and fleshed, and we see everything that happened during that sequence. And the way that they did that was really, really, really well done. And it gives us a glimpse in terms of the type of person that that Chateau had become from that standpoint. They could maybe have given us a little bit more in terms of the lives of Ryongha prior to this event and subsequently after. And the same thing with Chateau in her event subsequently after being, brought in, raised. How did they become ruthless assassins? Maybe it's easier to explain for Ryongha's side, but for Chateau, how did Chateau become a bounty hunter? What? I know her father's a cop, but that doesn't necessarily equate to someone being a bounty hunter. Does that explain, some of that hidden trauma that she felt where she shot somebody at 6? She just felt comfortable with a gun, but then they repressed some sort of feelings. They could have gone down those avenues more, and had they done that, I think that would have been stellar. But for what they did and the way that they presented it, I thought it was really good. So that's why I gave it a 4 out of 5, and that's why it's 7.
Number 7, Genius Prince. This is really good for what it was. It was like Realist Hero in a sense, but not an isekai. He was a prince. But I just liked him more as that character. I think that's what sold me. It's basically Wayne.
Yeah, Wayne for sure is a great character.
Yeah, and just how he is with Nim, and just how he just pulls up all these plans up his ass in like seconds.
Yeah.
Like right there. Like he doesn't know what's going on. You just walk there and go, got it.
Yeah.
So it's just scary how smart he can actually be.
Agreed.
And that's just how it is. And it's fun seeing him have those tantrums when he wants to retire.
That's what sold me on how fucking good the show was this fucking cancer. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It was
like he helped them, and then he went back to being broke.
At the end of the day, right?
Yep. Number 6.
It was Genius Prince, and then throughout this episode of talking, I was like, you know what? I'll put it ahead of Realist Hero. So Realist Hero is number 6.
All right.
And I subsequently gave you my number 5 by saying Genius Prince.
Yeah.
So 6 and 5. I'll just go 6 and 5 for both in this instance. Number 6 was Realist Hero. Again, I liked it significantly more than you did. I thought, again, as we both agreed, it was way better than the first core, the first part. I liked the revelations, especially that final episode was like, wow. And I understand where you come from, where like the episodes were just about the wives, but I like the wives. They're all very entertaining characters. They're all very nice girls. Truthfully, had I not given supporting girl to Nim, I might have given it to Alicia.
Yeah.
Alicia's a really, really good character, and the way she cares for Soma and is his first wife, and the way she's dedicated herself to this when she was first like, oh my god, why would you randomly give this to some strange man? But then over the course of time she falls. It's really nice, and the way all the other girls fall, it's really nice. And Soma's very, again, same thing. Soma's very captivating, and I appreciate the real life aspects that they bring in on, whether it's, financial issues, whether it's immigration, war, inclusion, diversity, slaves. It's all, the way that they do it is very, very nice, very, very realistic, and it's relatable to think about how you see how your country may be working or doing things versus how Soma's thinking about it in terms of, that democratic / modern governments, modern, rule. And I dig that a lot. The beginning of the season was definitely good with the war arc, and it helped lead to, again, those revelations toward the end of the season. And so, yeah, I enjoyed it very much. Again, if there is no other season 2, I would be super pissed, and I would definitely drop this below fucking. I would drop this all the way to freaking honor to number 10 if there's no season. Like, I would put all the other episodes above it if there's no season 2. But for right now, it's solid. So I gave it number 6. Number 5 for me, as I mentioned, was Genius Prince for all the reasons you mentioned before. As I had mentioned previously, I just enjoy adult humor. And I love that now, especially having watched things like Uramichi on Nissan and Uzaki-chan that are all, adult humorous, and I enjoy that. So seeing Wayne and having it be relatable, like, fuck, I don't want to work, I just want to fucking chill. Seeing that shit, it was very relatable, and just seeing how every time he's like, I got the solution now, and it pulls it off, and then something happens, and it's like, nope, they're fucked up. Like, motherfucker, come on. Like, that made me fucking, it always tickled me shimbas, or whatever the fuck you want to say. Tickle me pants, whatever. Either way, super solid. Gave it number 5. I definitely hope there's a season 2. Wouldn't shock me if there's not, though, because it felt pretty final. But yeah, cool.
All right, I guess I gotta do 2. All righty.
6 and 5.
Number 6, Kotaro Lives Alone.
I thought you were gonna say Dress Up Darling. I was gonna be like, dude, I'm hanging up this fucking call right now.
No, it's Kotaro Lives Alone. The Netflix exclusive that I thought nothing about. I thought it was gonna be like this little comedy thing, but no, it's about fucking child abuse. It's like, Jesus Christ. I thought this was supposed to be a comedy / slice of life. I never got the slice of life. I mean, Kotaro can be funny at times with his mannerisms, but it's like, Jesus Christ, man.
I just, something, truthfully, and that's one of the reasons why I'm not so, oh my God, excited about Made in Abyss, is I don't have an attachment to watching stuff with little children. Like, it doesn't, like, I don't get any sort of appeal or excitement whatsoever seeing little children. Like, I understand schoolers can still
like Angel just hates children. That's what we
No, Angel loves literal children. That's why he loved Ranking of Kings. That's why he likes, shows that have like actual children. Like, I think he's one of those that likes Somali the Pie. I did not like Somali and the princess, or whatever the fuck it's called.
Oh, the forest. Okay.
Yeah, Somali and the Forest King.
I didn't see that. I wanted to.
If you have a daughter, and I recommended it to a couple of my friends who had daughters, they adored it. They bawled crying because it reminds them so much of their relationship with their daughter. I'm not a parent, and Somali is really annoying. She's like a couple notches below March.
Okay.
And was March annoying?
Yeah.
March was very fucking annoying. And so I find little children to be annoying. I just don't have it in me to want to see anything involving little children, despite the fact that I want to be a parent. The only child I've ever adored is Ushio from fucking Clanad, and because of the sad shit that goes on with Clanad and how much that affected me, and at the time in my life and the stuff that I've dealt with, that Ushio meant the world to me and still does. But in terms of other like children, nah, I'm good. So that's one of the reasons why I don't want to watch Kotaro, because it's like, I get it. It's about child abuse. I'm sure because of that heavy aspect, it leads more to want to see that. But just seeing the previews when it doesn't mention any of that, I was like, eh.
Yeah, no, they hide it. It's like you don't know until you actually watch it.
I think Netflix should have some sort of something with that in mind, because when you think of a silent voice, when you watch the preview clip for a silent voice on Netflix, you see immediately it's about bullying. And when you think like, oh man, it's sad, it's about bullying, and it says romance, I believe, as well. If you go into it, because you've seen a silent voice, right? Yeah, so like within the first like 10 minutes, the guy wants to kill himself. And it gets so much more dark than what you see. But you get a glimpse at the darkness when you see the little deaf girl get bullied. So if you're going to mention something about... And I understand that, but you have to watch it to understand that. You just see the girl get bullied. You don't understand the whole purpose until afterwards it's done. And I think it's a stellar movie. It's one of my favorite movies because it's so damn sad. But I think if you want to really push Kotaro to the next level, they should include some sort of tiny snippet of why there's child abuse for this, so they understand, rather than it's just some fucking silly 6-year-old kid that doesn't know any better, that he walks around with a plastic sword like derp, 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 I gotta go take a shower somewhere.
I'll have you know he is 4, not 6.
That's not helpful. That doesn't endear that anymore. But if you want to capture an audience in that manner, show a little something more dark, and that may attract you more. I don't know how Kotaro is doing. Maybe it's doing fantastic. I'm talking on my ass, but that's my thought. I'm sorry. Keep going with your thing on Kotaro.
But no,
I took up your time, so my bad.
You took up my sweet ass time.
Sorry, and that's only number 6.
No, but again, But despite all of that, though,
And another thing, no, I'm just kidding.
there is still a lot of lightheartedness
Sure.
of how much these other tenants really care about him.
I mean, they're not
And
fucking pieces of shit that have a 4-year-old kid living by himself above you. The fuck?
Well, if even
is there not CPA or CPS?
No,
fucking Japan.
No, the landlords are like, well, as long as he's got money, it's cool.
What the fuck? That would irk me.
These old ladies,
I can't.
Landlords don't give a shit.
I can't watch it because of how fucking asinine that sounds. A 4-year-old living by himself. What the fuck?
I'm going to number 5 because you ruined it for me.
God damn it, bro. Oh, that pisses me off. Anyway, number 5.
AKB sailor uniform.
Okay.
It was beautiful.
This is a surprise because you didn't, it was fine. It was one of those I was like, it's fine for what it is. And then that season finale definitely warmed the cockles of your heart there, sir.
It did. But I'm going by overall.
Okay.
These other ones I liked a little bit better. This was also fetish the anime. You got some fetishes hidden in there. It's not etchy. It's not fan service.
I have fetishes. I mean, bro, no regular anime is gonna talk about pee fetishes, okay, sir?
There's like the thighs, the midriff, sweat, whatever people like. It's there,
bro. And we talk about dress up, darling. Meanwhile, they're showing that.
Yeah, but they don't. There's no bouncy tits. There's no ass shots. There's none of that.
There is ass shots. She does get her ass slapped twice. Incorrect, sir.
Not like intentional, like upskirt or shit.
Yeah, but you see it jiggle. You don't ever see Marin's ass jiggle.
Only the one. But
it jiggled a good amount.
And it cost the studio $1 million.
Did it really?
No, I wouldn't be surprised. Though.
I was gonna be like, wow, people like Angel and Marte are worth $1 million. The fuck?
But no, it was great though. I love the characters. I love the animation. It's probably one of my favorite finales. It was really good. Okay,
sure.
Number 4,
Sasaki Miyano.
Mine too.
Hey, we agree.
We got one,
bro. It's been like at least 2 seasons since we agreed on a fucking on a season.
But yeah, we talked about it enough. We love the relationship. We love the dynamic, and just all the students played a part.
Yes, I cannot wait to see what's next for Sasaki.
It was a yaoi Horimiya, wholesome as fuck.
It was. I adored Horimiya. I went on about it during the season as well as. No, we weren't recording when it first dropped. I did go on about it during our finale, our season, our actual 2021 year end review. I did go on about that. And at the end of the day, I truly thought my first yaoi anime was going to be something like Given or Yuri on Ice. And the fact that it was Sasaki Miyano, I'm so grateful that it was Sasaki Miyano. And I still, truthfully, after seeing Sasaki Miyano, I'm excited to see fucking Given. Maybe not Yuri on Ice. I like ice skating to a certain extent, but
I think you would like Given better than Yuri on Ice.
Yeah, so I'm really low-key excited to see Given and see how that progresses. That's a very long series by comparison, though, so it's going to be a while before I get to it, because you have to dedicate, 2 seasons and 2 movies, I think?
1 season and 1 movie. The OVA, we don't have the OVA yet.
Oh, okay. So
it's just 11 episodes and a 1-hour movie.
Oh, so it's not that long.
Yeah.
I swore it was longer.
No.
Oh, well, you know what? Maybe I'll watch that. Well, you know what? I can't watch it now because I need to watch Made in Abyss and Classroom of the Elite before summer.
Right.
Because, I'm trying to find stuff I could watch with Homegirl. Because I'm watching Attack on Titan on my own, but it takes forever for me to fucking get through an episode. Yeah. I watched my first episode in like a month of Attack on Titan. But in any case, I'm really glad that this was my first yaoi. I hope other yaois are similar to this in terms of the gay aspect. I don't know, like nothing against like super duper flaming like oh my god like anime, but the fact that
they don't really do that though.
I don't know because I don't watch yaoi, so I'm thinking when I think of yaoi, I think of like flaming like anime.
Well, that's Hollywood.
because you see that in Hollywood. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's why I hate Hollywood.
yeah, so I'm thinking it's gonna be that, and it's not done. It's very, very nice, very what's it called? Very normal. And at the end of the day, it should be more normalized to be homosexual, or whatever letter you are in that LGBTQ. It should be more normalized, I feel. And the fact that Sasaki Miyano does that is definitely something I think that it should be commended for. And
Right.
that's one of my takeaways from the show for that.
All right, number 3.
Requiem of the Rose King. It was truly one of my shockers of the season. I am so enthralled by this. Matt likes it for what it is. It's fine. It's good. I think way more of it. I love the dynamic, the drama. I like this type of drama. I don't like that tense drama. And even though this is tense drama, it's a different level, a different like platform of drama, because it is theater drama. Theater drama is something that is so captivating when done correctly. And I talk about this with a tiny bit of experience, not through theater myself. However, my cousins do a lot of theater. To this day, they do theater. And so I'm used to seeing them perform. I'm used to seeing Broadway shows when I go to New York fairly frequently. I try to see at least one with every trip that I go to. Broadway has been closed because of COVID. I'm very much looking forward to going to Broadway this time around in about a month or so, early May. When I go up there, I will see a Broadway show, and I'm looking forward to it very much. But the principle of theater is so captivating when done correct. When you have someone that can draw you in and make you feel the struggle, feel the words that you're reading or hearing, that is great. And I do think that Ricciardo, the actor that plays Ricciardo, and the content of Requiem does a great job of that. From Ricciardo and him dealing with his freaking demon mother, to him having all these feelings, these conflicting feelings for Anne, followed by Henry, followed by Edward, not knowing himself. And the show hasn't done a good job. But hasn't delved into that portion of Ricciardo yet. It's very glanced over, which is fine, because you don't want to make the principle of him being genderless, or am I saying that accurately? Not genderless, but intersex. You don't want to make that the principle of the show. There's always like, oh, does he have a dick? Does he have a dick and a vagina? Does he have only a vagina? Does he have a dick and titties? Like, you shouldn't be thinking that. And it's very crude the way I just described it. But the way that they present it, you don't have to think about that. It's truly just about an intersex person who's trying to find their happiness through all the sorrow, through losing their father, through having the pressure of the throne, through the backstabbing of all of what Shakespeare is. Shakespeare is a lot of backstabbing, a lot of maneuvering, positioning, politicking, and it's all done well. All the characters, the side characters, are all done really well. We get a lot of care. We get a lot of care for Edward. We get a lot of disdain for Elizabeth. We get a lot of happiness, and we care about Catesby, who's been there. We get a lot of curiosity with Buckingham because of what he expects of Ricciardo. We get a lot of sadness with Anne. Now we get a lot of sadness, or anger rather, with her sister, who looks down upon Anne.
Yeah.
With Edward of God damn it, Lancaster. With Edward of Lancaster, who was slain and who really did love Ricciardo for who they were, and ended up falling at the hands of Elizabeth. Like Henry, and the fact that I think Henry's gay, but they don't talk about that whatsoever. So many different pieces that you can draw from it. Really well done. The music is done really well. The animation itself, I enjoy. I agree with you. They should fucking make the effort to animate the faces, and that is a tiny bit irking, but at the same time I can look past it because of all the other details are so different. This show is so different, and I appreciate difference from that level. I don't appreciate it nearly as much as other people. Like Angel's one of those people that loves different. He does love Requiem himself, but I enjoy shows like Requiem because there's something about theater that is really an art, and this is a show, an anime that is really artful, and I can't recommend this enough. If you have any sort of appreciation for art, for Shakespeare, for history, for theatrical drama, for a good love story, for a fantasy, for a mystery, it's got all these different pieces. It is whimsical to me. I cannot wait for Core 2. And although we have this thing of like, well, if it was a continual, we're not going to grade it. I may fucking grade it anyway next fucking season because God damn it, I love this fucking show.
Alrighty, number 3.
I think I knew you were going to say that. Yep. Son of a bitch.
I'm sorry.
Son of a bitch.
Look, I'm going to say these last 3 are all the same grade.
Really? I don't know, man. My number 1 is definitely not the same grade as my number 2. And the way you love fucking, because there's only 2, and I want to say it, but I don't. But the way
don't say it.
The way you love one anime is not the same way you love another anime. You can't make it the same grade because it's. I get what you're trying to say.
These 3 are 5 out of 5.
Yeah. I mean, Requiem, if like I said, if I was gonna grade Requiem, it would have been a 5 for me. My number 2 is a 5 out of me, and my number 1 would be a 5.5 or 6 if I could.
Yeah, but no, I still like Dress Up Darling for what it was. It was funny when it was. Gojo is very relatable. So is Mara. They had like these supportive friends. The ecchi stuff did get over the top at times. There were also a lot. It wasn't like insulting.
No, it wasn't.
Not like in your face unnecessarily.
It wasn't Kokimo. It wasn't Hijiro.
Yeah,
I thought those were worse. Yeah,
no, this was just more of they were there, but sometimes they didn't need it.
Yeah,
with the younger sister.
I agree.
But big test, I guess.
Oppai.
But yeah, that's not the main focus of the show that people think it is.
It's not.
And that's the annoying part.
Yeah.
It's like you don't watch Game of Thrones for just the waiter.
I mean, I'm kidding. Just kidding.
Stop it, brothers. It's just nothing but weird. Like, dude, I think you just focus too much on the waiter, man.
Yeah.
Like you're focusing too much on the ecchi. It's the cosplays. Like those are great. Just the detailed Gojo goes into them. The fact that it's actually wholesome. But yeah, I liked it a lot. I think there's a season 2. There's gonna be no questions. With how popular it got.
It's been confirmed.
Oh, it has. Okay.
Yeah, it's been confirmed. I asked Ernie to be sure. We all know Ernie.
Oh yeah, Dress Up Darling or nothing. Yep. Ride or die, baby.
Straight up.
And I said the animation was also very nice of it.
Yes.
And yeah, it's just something that I thought very little of. I thought it was just going to be an average anime. But thankfully I'm wrong. And I will admit that. Number 2.
Dress Up Darling.
Okay.
I mean, at the end of it, like you said, I want to expound on that more. For what it was great. For people that think for what it was is simply an ecchi show about 2 high schoolers, you're correct. But that is not what it is. At its core, it is the most unpopular kid who has had no friends, who has had no one understand what it's like to to understand his passion and accept his passion
for something that's not a gender norm.
And for something that's not a gender norm, as we see with the bully or the girl that he tried to explain to in the first episode. So we have this dynamic, and we have the most popular girl. For those who watch any sort of anime involving popular high school girls, they are put on a pedestal. They are, for a lot of these type of boys, uncomprehensible to like try and figure out, get close to, talk to, etc. And obviously, we see shows where it happens, but it's right to understand that you're not in that same social circle. You're not in that same stratosphere of existence as that other person. And to see the two of them coexist on a love of, you could say it's like a love of art, because the making of Hina dolls is art. The way cosplay is at its finest is an art when it's done beautifully and accurately, and it can be artful. And to see them coexist on a whim is great, and to see that acceptance of Gojo thinking like, oh, it's just a one-time thing, whatever, I'm gonna go back to just being normal, and Marin's like, no, you're my homie. And then we see the different trope, the trope of normally like, oh, the boy falls for the girl, boy chases after the girl, boy is shy in this show, but it's the girl that falls for the boy. Gojo is himself, and Marin falls in love with him for himself. She, the most popular girl in the school or in the grade, falls in love with the most unbeknownst guy of the grade, of the school. And that is really commendable to watch. And I understand people like Angel, where they're like, oh, like, what do high school kids know about love? There's something that anime does with romance, and why I constantly defend it. There is a pure aspect of the unknown. When you're an adult in a relationship, I feel that one of the things that holds people back to some extent is the fear of the known, the fear of re-experiencing your past. And you get that a lot. People that don't want to be, that have been cheated on, afraid to be cheated on, people that are, that have been through rough breakups, been through cycles of toxicity. You're afraid of that, and that's fine. That's a completely normal reaction to adult relationships, and it's very relatable because it's happened to so many people. And I can agree that if anime were to touch on that, it would be really good and especially when they do that, it is pretty good. But there's something about the pureness of the show, of high school rom-com, that makes it it's not equivalent, and that's a good thing that it's not that way. And we get that with Gojo and Marin. The way that their chemistry builds is adorable. The way Marin acts in general is adorable. The way Gojo acts is wholesome and funny, and as Matt said, relatable. You can't relate to Marin so much. Maybe if you're a girl, you can relate a lot more. Certainly not from a male perspective, but from a male perspective, you can relate to Gojo from your past. And for a lot of weebs, they're current, but we digress. There's something to that makes the story attractive. And when you first mentioned Dress Up Darling to me, I was like, cosplay, whatever. I don't really give a fuck about cosplay. I do it to, get when I go to events and shit, I do it a tiny bit, but I don't have that passion for it. You have a lot more of a passion for it for me. So whatever. But then you started explaining the first couple episodes, and I was like, I dig it. And then I seen some of the etchy little cuts, and I'm like, oh, I definitely want to see that. And I agree with you. Some of it is unnecessary. Some of it is like, you didn't have to do that. It could have just been fine for what it is. But I'm not going to hold it against the show, because there's so many other different more egregious acts of ecchi that are unaddressed compared to what we see in Dress Up Darling. So, it doesn't bother me in the least. I understand people's concerns. They're accurate, but I don't think that it's a fair assessment to only judge the show based off of that, because there's so many other elements to the show that matter. And there's the subtle things about that, like where you have Gojo's love of Hina dolls, because of his experiences with Marin, he gets better. He gets closer to his grandfather. His grandfather at first is like, what the fuck? Why are you buying dresses and wigs and things like that? He's scared because of social norms and things of that nature in Japan and all over the world in general. You know, if a 16-year-old boy is buying dresses and wigs, it's a little sus. But he gets closer to his grandfather as old. His grandfather notices that even though Gojo hasn't been practicing because he's been doing so many cosplay works, he's like, your touch is getting better because you've softened up. Because unbeknownst to his grandfather, Gojo's got a friend. He's got someone he can talk to. He's got someone who he can see life with. Before, Gojo was only focused on Hina dolls, nothing else. And as his grandfather said, the more you experience life, the better of an artist you'll become. And we see that progressively happen. There's a release. And when there's a release from that standpoint, there's a freedom of expression, and Gojo now has freedom of expression in his art. And that's very relatable to anybody who has any sort of passion. When you have a freedom of release, when you have unknown joy that naturally happens within you as you perform your craft or your love or your hobby, it makes it better. Results are better. People notice it. You notice it eventually. And that's wonderful. And Marin gets to enjoy and more part of her youth in having a crush on a boy and being head over heels and, you know, being herself, you know, and not realizing that the man that she loves her back. It's very wholesome. It can be annoying, sure, but it's very, very, very sweet to see. And especially, you know, we go from the most ecchi episode, which is episode 11, which is over the top ecchi, over the top hilarious and awkward, to the final episode.
It made it seem like, all right, let's just get out of the way because we're not going to do it for the finale. Let's just get it all out now.
Yeah, you're right. And then that final episode where there was hardly any ecchi, and it was two high school kids on a date and just spending time, wholesome, nothing ecchi. Just, it was magnificently done. The animation with the fireworks was beautiful. One of the best fireworks scenes I've seen in a show. And yeah, and it's still funny, you know. I died laughing at it, but at the same time I was aggravated that it ruined the special moment when like Gojo's looking at Marin and Marin's like, yeah, with her blue tongue. I was like, what the fuck? It was funny, but it was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's much else I can really go on about that, but I just want to highlight the beautifulness of Dress Up Darling. So for people that want to watch it, they understand that it's a lot more than underage ass shots and fucking titty shots and, you know, scenes of her being naked and Juju being naked, you know, the little lowly girl being naked. That's a little awkward, I get it, but it's a lot more than that. And that's another thing you can go on. But the dynamic between Juju and her sister and Gojo, very, very wholesome at the end of the day, with someone who wants to break out of their shell. Anybody can appreciate being in a shell for something and having someone or something become a catalyst to break out of that. And you can find yourself and be happy with something that you've always wanted to do, or you may not get to care. You shouldn't care, but you don't care what people think anymore because of that catalyst, because of the fact that you realize how wonderful the experience you wanted to experience is. And that's wonderful. And that's something that's a highlight of any teenager or child or even an adult. That's a highlight of life. And that's something else that should be highlighted as well. I mean, I could go with different points throughout the season, but truly magnificent. Truly magnificent. 5 out of 5 all day. Cannot wait for season 2. I hope it's ecchi for the sake of it, but at the same time, I really cannot wait to see Marin and Gojo get together. That finale was gorgeous. I can relate so much with falling asleep with somebody that you like and having those like pure thoughts in your head of like, you know, this is so nice, and not having the experience of what it's like to sleep next to that person as an adult, and experience those, like, you know, those things as well. It's wonderful.
All right, well, you turned that into a 20-minute review again.
I want Sean to cut this out so I can send it to Ernie, and Ernie could just like jizz over my review because it's like, oh, that's such a perfect review. You made me cry. I want him to fucking do that.
I'm kicking myself.
Please don't. Please don't tell me number 2 is number 2.
No. Vanitas.
Yeah.
No. Hold on.
You're gonna give me some 1-1A bullshit.
Look, if it wasn't for that fight, this would have been number 1.
Of course.
And I will say this is the better written show.
Sure. Okay.
Because again, with our number 1's gonna be Demon Slayer, obviously.
Obviously.
But, yeah. So we'll rip that band-aid off in a minute. But these are 2 excellent animes.
Sure.
And again, this had better written. This had a more engaging story. The twists were there. The drama was there. And for Demon Slayer, we're just going to talk about Demon Slayer while we're on it. But for Demon Slayer, the intensity of the action was there in all of it. Like you felt a sense of urgency, like there was a danger going on. With when it was Tanjiro or Nezuko going crazy in her demon form, or Inosuke getting stabbed, Tekken getting poisoned, losing his eye and arm. With that, they cut the heads off. But wait, there's a bomb basically with his blood art. I guess it's little suicide goodbye basically. And like, okay, who's dead? That type of thing. You felt all that emotions, like what happened, what's gonna happen next, and you want to watch it as soon as it airs. That's where we are with the Demon Slayer. But with Vanitas, it did a lot of stuff right in the supernatural, the drama, the historical aspect. Like again, with how everything goes, the characters got more fleshed out, everything got developed. The world of it, just the dynamics between Vanitas and no Domi Johnny, like everyone played a part. Even the people that weren't always there, like Roland or Dante or the other paladins or the antagonists, or just finding out that fucking that shadowy figure Nana was the queen of the Crimson Moon. Like in that disguise, Chloe's backstory, just the tragedy of her little immortality thing, how Jean-Jacques is to her, just all of it playing out. We learned about Vanitas' past. We learned a little bit more of Dominique's struggle with her twin brother dying, and find out that they were twins. All of it. That's just so good. And that I really thought about making it number 1, but with how Demon Slayer went out, I can't. And we were talking about Demon Slayer. The characters are great. Their animation is stupendous. We're never going to take that away at all.
No.
And just, again, Tengen was a great... People were sad about Red Goku, but when Tengen came in, he kind of filled that spot, and like people felt a little better. People, I'm pretty sure the anime only watchers didn't expect much of him.
Right. And
just Yuvadaki was the main demon for this one, but no, it was Gyutaro. And just the brother sister thing that played out on both sides. And yeah, I hate that they try to make us feel bad for the demons, but at the same time, they make it work, and I hate it for that.
Right.
We shouldn't have to, but you see, at the end of the day, for most of them, it wasn't their choice.
Right.
Just unfortunate circumstances made it happen.
Yeah. And
they lost their humanity for it.
But then they become pieces of shit, and it's like, meh.
Yeah, I know. That's why I said that's just the problem.
Right.
It's like, I don't like, you shouldn't feel bad for them, but since that's, you can't help it. And they do that really well. Anything else to add about Demon Slayer before we talk about our spring list?
I told you so. I literally, from the moment we were watching Demon Slayer, I was like, nothing's going to top this. You're like, no, we'll see. You don't know. You don't speak for me.
I meant for the year, not season.
I was talking about the season.
You said year. Like it's going to be anime of the year, bro. You're like Vince Russo, bro.
I mean, hey, motherfucker. It's probably might be.
It might be, but again, we're very early.
Mm.
We will see.
Mm.
But there you go. They got the ultimate cake.
The ultimate, the fucking triple decker supreme fucking cake.
Yeah, cake. They got the wedding cake.
They got the grand wedding cake. They got fucking the presidential nomination cake.
There we go.
Hey.
Alrighty. What is your spring list before we close out?
Jesus Christ. Fuck.
We're not gonna go in detail. We're just gonna list them.
I gotta pull it up first. Browse.
Right. You want me to go while you're doing that?
No, it shouldn't be that long. Spring TV show. Oh, I'm 2023. Oops, I'm in 2022. There we go.
Okay, you got a year for that.
Right, I got another year for there's already one show that's on for spring 2023. It's on there.
Okay, cool.
All right. I've got a lot this season.
I think I do too. So
you have more than me, which is crazy.
Well, I added some, so probably.
Yeah, you do. So, in order according to analyst, Rising of Shield Hero, Kaguya-sama. I'm sorry, Rising of Shield Hero season 2.
Yep.
Kaguya-sama season 3, Spy Family, Shikamori's Not a Cutie, Komi season 2, Aharon-san, Couple of Cuckoos, I'm Quitting Heroing, The Greatest Demon Lord is Reborn as a Typical Nobody, The Executioner and Her Way of Life, The Dawn of the Witch, Dance Dance Dancer, and that's it. 12.
All right, yep.
Excluding Boruto and Requiem, which is 14 total. And
yeah, we're gonna continue Requiem.
Yes.
Rising of Shield Hero season 2.
Yeah.
Kaguya-sama Love is War, Ultra Romantic. Spy Family. Komi Can't Communicate season 2. Shikamori Not Just a Cutie. Aharon-san. I'm Quitting Heroine. Couple of Cuckoos. Tomodachi Game. Skeleton Knight in Another World. Summertime Render. Executioner's Way of Life. Diamond. Deaimon.
Daemon, I think, whatever.
Daemon. I'm gonna give it a watch. It aired, but I keep hearing it's really good.
Okay.
Dance, yeah. This one I didn't expect. Your boy Kong Mig.
Jesus Christ.
Your boy.
Yeah, boy.
It's your boy.
Jesus.
I might watch In the Heart of Kenochi's Tsubaki, the ninja one. I'll see. I will wait for reviews. And then 2 on Netflix. They're not out yet. They're not till like next month. Vampire in the Garden and Bastard Heavy Metal Dark Fantasy.
I think I might have Vampire in the Dark as well. Let me search for it. Vampire
in the Garden.
In the Garden.
Yeah, that comes out in May.
I don't.
And Bastard comes out the end of June.
No, I'm not gonna watch this. As soon as I see coexisting with vampires, I mean, it looks interesting though. The animation looked great.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, just looking at it, reading about it. Yeah, interesting.
That looks interesting. Yeah, fair.
We're gonna be back to original Tuesday programming.
Are we?
If I only did Thursday because I was on vacation and then to finish the rest of the shows.
Yeah.
Unless you want to do Thursday again.
Maybe. It depends on how much I'm gonna get done. I mean,
you let me know. We'll be back sometime next week though. We're not doing a week break because we already skipped that.
Well, we're gonna be doing a 2 to 3 week break come fucking the end of May.
Well, that's not for like a month and a half.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do this. Follow us and talk to Keki on Twitter and on Instagram. Follow me at DamonPhoenix12. And what's your Twitter?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, shout out to you because you're letting me use your High Dive for a couple of these.
Yeah, I appreciate we have a couple of shows on High Dive this time.
Yes. Yes. I appreciate
I got free. Sorry.
I've got 2.
Alrighty.
Yeah,
Yeah, what's your Twitter so I can close this out of here?
Yeah, we can go to bed. God damn it. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitter, SHOSTOPPA24. That's Showstopper24. You can follow me on Analyst at SHOSTOPPA249. You can follow me at my anime Instagram, AI_anime24. That's IAnime24. Love anime24. You can follow me on my podcast Instagram at podcast.senpai. You can follow us at our Talk to Keki Instagram at Talk to Keki, TLKTHEKEKI. Again, on all of our channels, you will find link trees. And on those link trees, you will find various ways to contact us, reach us, listen to our show, and look at our other endeavors. Shout out to my boy Andy at the MMA for Marks podcast. Shout out to my boy B. Ronan for the Orlando Tragic podcast. Stay tuned for a new episode coming up pretty soon on the Tragics podcast. Looking forward to that. And other than that, it's time to get the fuck out.
Alrighty. Arigato, natsu, faku, and sayonara.
Sayonara, minasan!
Bye bye.